2023 in the building.
Featuring live.
I mean, this a E sharp,
Finna put it on the show. I need it. Finna put it on the show. I want it. Finna roll up some more. We on it. Oh, cause we on the truth talk. I hate you. You speak on my name, this ain't no game. They come knock you off. We look at the game and it's a shame. These niggas too soft. Pull up in the thing, it got no brain. We to the roof off. Cause we on the truth talk. We on the truth talk. Why they running from the truth? DeeTruth, E sharp, here forever. See me run into the loop. Know I be you with the gang. If you fuck with them, then we gon' shoot. And that's just the truth talk. Cause we on the truth talk. I need the, they need the, we need the, they want the truth talk. So we on the truth talk. We on the truth talk. So what you gonna do? We want the truth. It's Jimmy and you. And E sharp here too. Cause we on the truth talk. Finna put it on the show. Finna put it on the show.
Let me get this off here, man. 2023, y'all didn't think we was gone, did y'all? They thought they could get rid of me? You thought you can get rid of me? You can't. We back with more. And we did some rebranding. I've been doing some thinking. I've been diving into the truth. And it's been amazing. And it's given me time to reevaluate my perception on reality as a whole, which I do a lot. Especially like the things that I'm doing in my life. One consistent thing being obviously this podcast. So I want to make sure that I'm able to consistently bring you guys quality, informative content. You feel me? Stuff that's going to be really geared to change your life. You feel me? And it's not that I'm attempting to change anybody's life. It's just if I could share some of my experiences and some of my mindsets and things that I've been through and different perspectives that people may not think about, it might change some of your habits and your decisions that ultimately lead you to success. Because to me personally, success isn't a destination, it's a mindset. And I've always had a success mindset. Even when I felt like I lost or, things didn't work out in my favor. It's about, being consistent and staying strong. So, if you part of that community of entrepreneurs, of growers, of artists, in this troubling time where, where creatives don't get the recognition that they usually deserve, it's just a crazy time to be alive in 2023. So first of all, let's see if we got to applaud in here, because I want to applaud anybody who made it over to 2023, because last year was some fucking shit, wasn't it? I ain't got no applaud in here. See, okay, we're gonna get some more sounds this year, obviously. Oh, okay, hold on. So that's for everybody who made it into 2023. If you made it out the year doing what you love, if you made it out the year happy, if you made it out the year at all, you blessed. This is obviously an opportunity to do more, but every day is an opportunity to do more and do better. So I hope everybody moving in that direction, because I know I am, and I know the people around me have to if they want to keep up with me, and if I'm going to be involved with them. I'm just going to naturally push you, basically. Anybody who around me, I'm going to question you, and I expect to be questioned, not because, I'm always right or because somebody's always right, because we just have to make sure we're on top of our game and that we doing what we're supposed to be doing. And I think y'all understand that for the most part. So the purpose of the podcast initially was to really evaluate our relationships in life, but there are a lot of different relationships that we have. We have relationships between us and the opposite gender. We have relationships between us and our family, us and our kids, the people that we work with. It's a lot of different relationships that we have to involve ourselves in on a daily basis, even if it's online interactions we are still involving ourselves in conversation, dialogue, interactions with other people. So to really make sure that we are making the best judgment and putting ourselves around the best people who have the best intent for us is ultimately to dive into ourself, So really it's a self-awareness podcast. It's a self-improvement podcast. It's a lifestyle podcast. It's a motivational podcast. It's a critical thinking podcast. It's a fitness podcast. It's a finance podcast. If we do all that, the relationships that we attract are automatically going to be abundant because we're focusing on ourselves and what's best for our life. So we're going to automatically attract the things. That's where, the laws of nature come in. So one thing that we can't beat or escape is nature. So if you're trying to go against your nature, it's probably why things aren't going in your favor. Instead of trying to force life, go with life. It's only so much you can control. The problem that I have personally when it comes to making content is privacy, for one thing. I got to involve people in my life without giving them too much information. And I think at first probably it was because I gave a fuck what people thought. But in real life, I don't give a fuck what y'all think. Like, you know how you do, but you don't. But in real life, I know I shouldn't. So actually making the content becomes easier, as I keep doing it. And I'm not looking to be an influencer. Like, I'm not looking to be a role model. Because in that case, I'd be a hypocrite. Because a lot of things that I'm telling you, again, are from my personal experience. So they say they say a smart man learn from his mistakes. A wise man learn from the mistakes of others. So if I can save you some time and some heartache from some of the things I experienced, that's really my only reason for sharing my opinions with you in the first place, to try to save you some time. But I know personally that everybody has to learn the hard way. So if that's the way you need to learn, by all means, I'm the same way. But I prefer not to. So I'm going into different mindsets where I can alleviate myself of stress and things like that by learning from people who have more knowledge and more experience than I do. So I'm not perfect. I'm not looking to be perfect. I'm actually nervous to a certain extent, like sitting here talking. And it's not usually this difficult when I have people on the panel with me and I'm talking with people, because I'm a conversationalist. I like talking to people, but sit here talking to a camera, it's like one of the weirdest things to me. But I feel like some things that I talk about really need to be addressed, and they need to be, I need to be able to actually have a dialogue about these things without actually having to share opinions of everybody else, just being able to voice my opinion comfortably. So that's what I'm here for. I want you to be better than me if you can. So it's world crazy right now. It's a conflict of desires. Everybody trying to get somewhere, and everybody in each other way. So it's like, what we really doing? And as an observer of the human experience over the last 28 going on 29 years, I've been trying to opt out for a while. Like, I've been seeing through the games and I don't want to play. But you ain't got no choice but to operate inside reality. No matter how much you want to get out of it, you can't. You got to adult. Once you hit a certain age, you're automatically required to adult. Now we getting into a new society where you don't have to do shit. You have no responsibility. If you want to identify as a goddamn dog, by all means, that's what you can do. So, again, it's just a really critical time we're stepping into. I think it's time for us to reassess humanity at a point, because they talking about the 1%ers trying to do population control and, play God and get rid of all these people. And at this point, it's like, are they wrong? I see a lot of people wasting a lot of space, wasting a lot of opportunity, and at times I'm often one of those people. So I think it's best that we take advantage of the time that we have left, because we never know what's going to happen. I think it's time that we be our best selves. I think it's time that we just be ourselves and not try to force things and not live in survival, because, you can be better when you can operate out of place of love, not out of place of fear. So operating out of survival is automatically a level of fear. Operate in a heart space because you're doing things because you want to be doing them, not because you want to have to do them, because you need money. We came into a time where there is a very lack of morals and standards and principles to obtain favor, to obtain status, to obtain money, wealth. But the question is, can you obtain it and stay full inside? You feel me? And stay around the people that you came up with and help the people that you grew up with. A lot of people are not able to. They say you can't. They say people don't stick together no more. They say everybody for themselves. And it very much seems that way. But I've also met people that don't feel like that. It's a balance between it. But if we become more genuine, like I insinuated, we can make sure that the people around us are just as genuine. And if they're not, then it's fine. We can continue to lead by example. Again, at no point am I perfect. I still like to smoke, drink, and fight. Okay, I'm human like everybody else. But I know there's also a time and place for everything. So, again, understanding moderation, understanding our mindsets, that we have more control than we believe. And sometimes we have less control than we think we have. So it's, again, understanding the serenity prayer is one thing. You know, it says, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And the biggest thing is the wisdom to know the difference of the things you can change and the things you can't. So I think that it comes to evaluation of our priorities and what we're looking to accomplish, and make sure that we're not doing things to please everybody else. If you look at your screen time on your phone, I guarantee you it's hours. And if you don't make thousands of dollars off your phone, then you basically staring into a void of nothingness. I found myself scrolling on Instagram the other day, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, bullshit. It was right after the new year. I'm like, everybody on the same shit. Damn. The world ain't changing. Shit still fucked up. Always gonna be fucked up. Everybody's still playing like it ain't. Okay, cool. What's next? Damn. Like, damn, what we doing? Nothing. Bullshitting. Ain't that what Big Sean said, like, in the early 2000s? They still doing the same thing, Big Sean. So, you know, a lot of podcasts that we've done in the past, they've been about relationships. We sit here and chop it up with the females and, you know, say who worse and, oh, we all do this and we do that. Da, 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 da. You know, everybody toxic about damn near these days. Everybody trying to get something out of it, right? Everybody playing the same game. So while we do that, it's inevitable, right, to play some of the games that we play in life when it comes to interacting, when it comes to dating, when it comes to society. We know that a lot of things are based off manipulation. Like, when you get real deep in this shit, you just start to see everything for what it is, right? And then you understand it. Okay, boom, ain't shit I can do about it. It is what it is, right? So again, that comes back to controlling the things that we can't control, and it's becoming the best version of ourselves. And I think men have to take some accountability too, because when it comes to building this world and leading and setting an example, we got to stop having so many conversations about these females, about what they're doing. They know what they're doing wrong, but they doing it because we allow it. We like it. Don't cap. Like to see that thing twerking and busting open on goddamn IG. You just don't like it when she yours. When she yours, like, cut that shit out now. Like, you know, it be like that sometimes. So we just got to stop condoning a lot of this negativity and a lot of this weird shit that we promote. Like, period. Like, bro, like, you can only get popping and famous if you doing some weird shit now. That's why it's hard for me to make content. Because I ain't finna do no weird shit for no views. I don't want it that bad. Period. Period. Like, it big can get 1 million views and get booked out for saying that shit. And I'm over here trying to figure out how we can goddamn be better fathers, leaders, and shit like that. Like, I think we done lost it at this point. So I don't know. It's kind of pretty. It's pretty funny when I look at it, but it's like, what we doing? Like if you young and you ain't got no kids, and you living your best life, it might be cool. But when you really know what come next, you feel me? That you building something for the ones that come after you. You look at it and you say, bro, what kind of example are we setting as a nation, as a people? And it's a pretty poor example. We can't come together for shit. We can't come together for shit. Except for some drama, bruh. We can come together to do a fucking reality TV show. We can come together to talk about some shit on social media. What the fuck the celebrity doing? We love it for what these celebrities. We pay all they goddamn bills. Can't even pay our own shit. Go to work all day and then be in these goddamn celebrity goddamn business. What the fuck? Don't nobody give a fuck what they doing. Nobody give a fuck what their kids doing. I don't ever want nobody in my business that much. I don't ever want to let damn motherfucker that in every detail of my life shit. I tell you first. Let me tell you first for the media tell you. God damn. Get out there for business, bro. Take care of your own. Unless your business is their business. Unless you get paid to worry about them. It's a lot of shit that I'm not even allowing going into this new year. A lot of mindsets that I'm not even finna goddamn agree with. And if people doing around me doing it, I'm just moving around. That's cool. I ain't finna tell nobody to stop doing something. I'm not finna make nobody be who I want them to be. I'm just not gonna be around you. That's just easier for me. Separate myself and go do what I need to do. So put yourself around people, who got the best intent for you, who helping you do what you meant to do. If you don't know what you meant to do yet, then figure it out. Keep having fun. You're gonna find out one way or another. I ain't here to tell nobody to do nothing. I'm just saying be you, because you're gonna do that regardless. But it's a certain amount of people that know part of being them and elevating is being consistent, being precise, being planned, being strategic, being creative, and still being able to have fun and live your life. Like, it's a balance between that shit. But you can't just be out here doing whatever you want and think everything supposed to go your way. You could probably think that for a little bit. But then when you realize shit ain't, you're going to be mad at the world. And if you mad at the world, if you bitter, if you hurt feelings, if you got mental problems, anxiety, depression, that's what that stemmed from right there. And these are just facts. What's anxiety, depressions? What's anxiety and depression? Thoughts and feelings. Your inability to control your thoughts and your feelings. That's simply what it is. Your inability to take your brain and make it focus on what you're doing at the very moment. You're allowing it to do what it wants. That's what anxiety is. You're allowing your brain to make you sad. That is what depression is. And you can literally stop your brain and make it do whatever you want. Raise your hand. Put it down. If you got anxiety and depression, then you can raise your hand and you can put it down. You can tell yourself hey, pull this shit together. It's the same mindset. It's the same thing. It's as easy as raising your hand. But when you was a baby, you ain't know how to raise your hand like this. You ain't have full control. You had to get the muscle memory to do it. So you got to get the same muscle memory to focus, to be aware of the present moment, to be really tapped into this shit. So many different levels. But when you in, you in. All you see is this. You can't slow it down. So, yeah, we're going to be talking to more people. We're going to be doing more interviews, but we're going to interview some spiritually intellectual people. Like, we're going to introduce some beings into this, like some higher thinkings. So, I want some strong thinkers. I want people who know more than I do. I don't know nothing. I tell you that. I don't know nothing. I want to talk to people who know something, who know how to think, who think like me. You feel me? Who know they don't know nothing, but still know they know enough to say something. So make sure you speaking up. Make sure what they say, the throat chakra, all that stuff, all your chakras. Make sure you align. Make sure you being able to flow. Make sure you got full balance between your heart, your mind, and your body. So make sure you worry about your fitness. Make sure you eating right. Make sure you putting the right stuff in your body. Make sure you pushing your body. Make sure you exercising. If you're not doing fitness, it's a problem. I don't care if you're in shape or not. If you're a man and you're not working out, there's a problem. I don't care if you got a six-pack. Do some push-ups, my guy. 100 a night. Do it hurt? It's supposed to. Get bigger, get stronger. That ain't nothing. Life didn't put you through worse. I don't put me through worse. All I'm saying is step up, bro. Step up. Ain't nobody stepping up more. Ain't nobody stepping up. Nobody want responsibility. I made this show for the black sheeps. The people who don't fit in. But I see a whole bunch of black sheeps trying to fit in. If you're a black sheep, be a black sheep. Stand out. Be yourself. Have an opinion that everybody else don't have. Share your opinion. Don't be scared. Don't be getting. Why you care about what everybody think? Stop trying to fit in. You already know you don't. You feel better when you stop trying. Tell me I'm lying. They can tell you faking it. I can tell you faking it too. I can't even fake it no more. I stopped trying to fit in. I just stopped showing up. They be like, what the hell did at? I don't know. They can't never find me. Because I ain't a faker. If I ain't supposed to be there, I'm not going to be there. If I ain't got nothing to do there, I'm finna go. I don't want to chill. I ain't got no time to chill. If I'm going to chill by myself. That's for real. I ain't trying to go out. What we celebrating? Who made 100,000 this year? Like, yeah, let's celebrate life. Let's celebrate life by working. That's how I want to celebrate life. I want to wake up every day and do what I love to do. I want to wake up and learn every day. I want to be like a baby, like a brand new baby, waking up with a new experience, with a clean heart. Not worrying about what the fuck happened yesterday, what happened last week, what I got to do tomorrow, how many bills I got. I'm not finna stress myself out to live in this world. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I can't even count. I didn't master it. And I only mastered it because I cared too much. I cared way too much about everything. Then I stopped caring it all together. Then I found the perfect balance between the two. And then I understood it is what it is. But it's also what I make it. But I also can't do nothing about that either. So it's just like understanding duality, bro, and being able to see multiple sides of everything. I be seeing stuff that I don't even want to see no more. This shit real. But I'm going to tell you, what you put in is what you get out. The law of attraction is real. There are actual natural laws that you cannot resist and you cannot avoid. Karmic energy is real. So that's why it's advantageous to watch how you move, to watch what you say. People be on the internet saying anything, on the internet doing anything, busting it open for the gram. Like, damn, what your grandkids gonna say? You can't find a photograph for your granny like that nowhere. They had cameras back then. Granny would not dare bust it open for a photograph. Man, don't let these drugs get y'all messed up, man. Don't let these drugs have y'all throw it off out here putting anything in y'all body to make you feel better, to make you focus, to make you think. I'm being 100 with you. Don't let these drugs get you fooled. It used to be a shame to do drugs. Now we live in one of the most unnatural times in history, where the pharmaceutical make billions of dollars a year, and they never put none of that money back into actually finding some medical ways, some natural ways to heal people. All they care about is keeping customers. So, if you okay with dying quicker, have fun, basically. Make it as fun as you want, because they have no problem doing it for you. And they're going to actually make sure that you kill yourself. So they ain't even got to worry about your stupid ass. But for the people who understand that it's a psychological war on mankind. And your biggest enemy is yourself, for the simple fact they're trying to manipulate your senses and your thoughts to turn everybody around you into your enemy, to turn yourself into your enemy. So when you become at peace with yourself and you can make peace in the relationships with the people around you, you can collectively build the empire and the generational wealth that you want to create. So it's about becoming bigger than your environment, right? And it's a process, especially when you've never seen it, when you've never been around it. It's like, how the hell you create something that you've never seen? It's not possible. How can you be something you never saw? When you're doing what you're supposed to do, God will align it for you. I guarantee you, He gonna put you in position. It's a big, big difference between who you want to be and who God needs you to be. And when He might let you be who you want to be a little bit. He might give you a little leeway. But as soon as you start going far out of your purpose and away from what you're supposed to be doing, around people who you're not supposed to be around, He starts to show that. And as long as you try to hold on to those situations, He create more stress and more pain in your life. So listen to that little voice in the back of your head. I'm like that little voice in the back of your head, right? I'm telling you the shit that you basically already know that you probably never want to listen to. So yeah, just listen to that motherfucker sometimes. Listen to me sometimes, and I'll probably remind you some of the stuff, and I can talk about some of the things that y'all might feel important, but I got a lot of more stuff I want to touch on in depth. So I appreciate y'all for coming to the DeeTruthTalk podcast. I want y'all to tap in. I want us to really be able to grow and understand the human psyche, understand ourselves, understand nature, understand laws of balance, and just have a good time doing it at the same time, because it's like something I really like to do. It ain't like I be on this motherfucker lecturing. I just be like dissecting my brain type shit, dissecting the reactions of society and shit like that. And as I'm looking at social media and all this stuff, it's just like, how we get to this point? Like, how people really allowing this? Like, y'all don't see what? We let these people put this stuff on the TV for us to watch. We let these people feed us this. Like, we let these people portray these leaders. We really caught inside a political game. Like, how we get so deep in the rabbit hole? And is there any way out? On the next episode of 2023, this might be the year the aliens pop up. Anunnaki might be coming back. We just don't know. The earth might flood. It could just be something finna happen this year. I can feel it. But let's talk about it together. Let's have a good time. So, DeeTruthTalk podcast. That's going to be the last time y'all hear that song. I'm finna rebrand. So, probably going to end up changing some of the designs and colors for the logo. Probably going to end up creating a new song as well, too. And we will be doing a music review tomorrow on the Instagram with E Sharp as well, too. So, a lot of good things coming this year. So, tap in. DeeTruthTalk podcast, man. Appreciate everybody who stick around and just watch the progress, because some of the stuff that we finna talk about, it's going to get a little bit deep. But let's make it happen.